Hello. Welcome, all you late night viewers. Hope you're all having a good late night, early morning, whatever time it is. It might be daylight for some of you, who knows. Sorry, it's a little late night stream tonight. When we got back from the convention, I was starving, so I wanted to eat first. Jess is making a bunch of noise in the background because she's still touching up her competition piece. The competition piece is going to be RWBY related, so stay tuned for that. Because she had to make a last minute change to what she wanted to do. But yeah, today was Yamacon day 1. I don't know if this stream will be an hour long. I don't know if I can think up of something to talk about for a whole hour with this. Unless someone pops up in chat and wants to talk or anything like that. But, yeah, thank you for joining me. I know it's late, but, and I'm very, very tired. We gotta head back from the convention center tomorrow, or today now, since it's after midnight, but yeah. I thought about what I wanted to do tonight, and I was just like, I just want to do a chill, let's chat stream tonight. Not done one in a while. But yeah, I did get some RWBY items, so, I know, Brittany. This is a lead-in. This is not. This is still part of the countdown to the beginning. This is a something I ease into. But alrighty, let's get this music turned off. Make sure the stream is running good. It says excellent condition. Okay. Make sure we don't have any of those random dropouts. Boom. Okay. Sorry I don't have a better background, but it's the best thing I could put up last minute. But hope everyone's having a good night. So yeah, Yamacon 2024. This is a local convention that we go to. I think it's been 3 years, 4 maybe, since we went. The con is very old. Well, not very old. I think it started in 05. I don't remember. What year the con very started. I remember when the first one happened, and I really, really wanted to go, but didn't have anyone to go with me. So yeah, I don't like go. I would never enjoy going to a convention by myself. But yeah, first year we went was me and Jess, I think, and then our friend Brittany would make the drive down from Ohio to go with us. But now Brittany lives here, so we decided to commute this year because the hotel that we would stay in that was closer to the convention center made some really bogus decisions, and yeah, they kind of paid for it in the end because they were still begging people for reservations, and they still had a lot of rooms open, despite it being like literally a few days before the con. But yeah, usually me and Jess do a big old video after the con's done, but decided why not do it day by day, so I might stream again tomorrow, depending on how tomorrow goes. Tomorrow's Saturday. That's usually the longest day of the convention, so we'll see how much energy I have when we get home. So it was weird. Like, this is the first convention we've ever went to, a multiple day convention, that is, without staying in a hotel. The first time we were commuting all the way, because Sevierville or Pigeon Forge, whichever one you want to place the LeConte Center at, it's still about 40 plus minutes away from where we live. So yeah, that's a pretty long drive to have on the day of a convention. Um, so today was the only day that I personally was fully cosplaying. Um, I thought about doing maybe a casual one tomorrow, but since it's the longest day, I don't know. I might just go as like this. But first off, there is this year's badge. It's the same art that's behind me. I really like this year's badge. I think it's really pretty. And so yeah, me and Jess did a RWBY cosplay today. We went as Jedi Knight versions of Blake and Yang. So it was kind of a RWBY Star Wars crossover. We did take a picture in front of a Ruby Rose car that was there. So yeah, that will I'll probably post those on Twitter and probably Blue Sky. So be on the lookout for those. Tomorrow, Jess is going as Blake from volumes 7 through 9. That is going to be her competition piece. Now, sadly, she had to cancel the one that she was originally going to do. She was going to do Chiori from Genshin Impact, but Jess didn't want to rush it, and like we were severely running out of time because like she still had to finish that, then finish our cosplays that we were wearing today. So she made pretty much the executive decision to go with something else. Our friend Brittany had to change what she was going as well. I don't think Jess knows yet what she's going as on Sunday. Now, tomorrow, while she's in Blake, I was going to go as a casual Yang, but I don't know if I really want to wear that wig all day again. Because I kind of had my hands full today. Didn't have time to create a prosthetic for it, so I just wore a black glove on Yang's prosthetic arm side. But like I had my bag, I had a lightsaber, I had a glove on, so I couldn't grip anything very well. Then when we started buying stuff, that was more bags to carry. So we definitely need like a rollable cart or something to put our stuff on when we go to conventions. But very fun day, very fun first day. Yamacon is a very chill and relaxed con. It doesn't have like the wild partying or anything like that, though there are some adult rated stuff that goes on later on at night as far as panels go and events and stuff like that. But that's every convention. Like you don't see people being rolled out on stretchers because of alcohol poisoning at Yamacon. And is that true? Yes, I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. It happens. I have got some con horror stories that if anyone ever wants to hear them, I would gladly share them because we've seen some stuff at cons. Some humorous, some not so humorous, and some very dangerous. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can see at a convention, especially if you go year after year. Used to, God, before we started going to Yama, we used to go to like 3 different cons a year. There was Ohio Con, which we done a video about that con not too long ago. There was Matsuri Con, which is kind of a smaller con, but it's gotten better over the years. And then, of course, our biggest one, Colossal Con, which we still go to every June. That's where me and Jess got engaged and all that. So it's kind of like our vacation con. It's our anniversary con in a way and stuff like that. So that's the big one. Though I do believe in the summer, I forgot what part of July it is, but we're not thinking, we're definitely going back to the Southeastern Game Exchange. Because we really liked it, but we're going to go more than one day in it this year. So that'll be fun. Be expensive because, man, we spent some money there last time we went, but it'll be fun. So yeah, day one of cons, usually it's kind of a mix of, man, I want to get there. And then you get there and you're not there as late as maybe Saturday. And things tend to close a little earlier on Friday than, say, Saturday. Then Saturday, of course, is the big long day. That's when you get there at the earliest, and that's usually when you're there the latest. Especially for us, because Jess has got to be there in time for her judging and all that, and usually all the big stuff happens on Saturday. Then Sunday, that's the day it ends, so you're not there as long as other days, blah, 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 and all that. But yeah, like, to me, a con is, it's just the atmosphere. The atmosphere is what makes it fun. That's what makes it enjoyable. It's just the atmosphere that you the experience. Like, as I'm getting older, I have realized that some cosplays weigh down on me more than they used to. I'm getting to where I prefer easy, comfortable cosplays. Like, I'll do a character if Jess wants me to, but I'm getting to where, like, I prefer characters where, like Goku, where I can just wear, like, I don't know, scrub pants and a easily put together top, and then that way I can use the bathroom easily. I can sit down without feeling constricted and stuff like that. Though I'll tell you one, today's cosplay, which was the Jedi Yang, it was comfortable. But every time Jess puts a new cosplay on me, I feel like if I just move, it's gonna fall apart. Like, I've meant to ask Jess if she ever feels that way. Like, I'm guessing it's just kind of a thing all cosplayers feel like. Like, they just feel like their costume is gonna, like, just fall apart the moment they move, especially when it's one you've worn for the first time. But I've actually worn quite a few comfy cosplays. Goku has been one of them. I did a male version of Korra, which was, like, I think for a while that was one of my favorite cosplays to wear because it was so comfy. And then there's ones that are comfortable, but it's very stuffy. Like, no offense to Jess, but Tuxedo Mask is one of the most, like, oh man, I feel so stiff in this. Because, like, I was never a huge fan of Sailor Moon, but I do it for her. So, like, I don't know. Every time I put it on, I felt like I was getting ready to go to a business meeting or something. Because it's basically a suit, And of course, there's cosplays I would love to do, but the probability of doing them because of how hard they are, how expensive they would be, it's like the probability of that actually being a thing is not going to happen. Like, I would love to do Isaac from Dead Space, but Jess already told me doing that armor and all that, no, it's not really gonna happen, which sucks, but it is what it is. Now, if we had more, now of course, if we always had more money and more time, it could probably happen, but we just don't have the time for sure. But okay, I've prattled on enough, almost 20 minutes. But I wanted to show you guys a couple of things I got on. Now, I didn't get a ton. Now, one thing I'm not going to go over a whole lot is I did buy some Final Fantasy cards. Like, we've started collecting Final Fantasy cards just mostly because, for one, both me and Jess are Final Fantasy fans, but also because we both play Final Fantasy 14. And this set that we've been collecting from has a ton of Final Fantasy 14 cards in. Like, it's mostly just like the jobs that this set has. But there are a few cards in it that we would want. Like, she definitely, anytime she finds out that a set has a Y'shtola card in it, she has to try and find it. I think she actually did find one of them. But there was one set where Y'shtola was the most expensive card in the set. So now we are going to move on to the RWBY items. Now, usually I don't put fan-made stuff on because I forget their names and I want to credit them. So I'm sure Jess knows who they are, so later in the description we will add like the name that these came from. And it's sad that I don't remember because almost every con we go to, they go to, and we talk to them. But this pillow, oh wow, you can barely see it because of the green screen, of Yang, I have had for a good number of years. And she makes pillows, she makes bags, she makes cups, with this artwork on it. And for the longest time, she's had Ruby, Weiss, and Yang. And we would be like, when are you going to make a Blake one? When are you going to make a Blake one? She's like, I promise I'll have it done soon. Now, my Bumblebee Eda bag has keychains of this Art of Yang. And last time we were at a con, she had one of Blake, even though she didn't have the pillow yet. But finally, my Pillow Yang finally has Pillow Blake. It, of course, is the volumes 4 through 6 outfits, but yay, finally Blake to go with my Yang pillow. And she does like Genshin Impact, she does Honkai Star Rail, she does Fire Emblem. Like there's a lot of characters and from different kind of fandoms that she does. She's made an Acheron one, but doesn't have Black Swan yet. She did say she is going to make Black Swan, so when I told her that whenever she does, I will definitely pick up both Acheron and Black Swan. So, also, there was, of course, vendors selling cards. Now, there is a card shop in Sevierville that we frequent a lot. We're actually kind of building a reputation with them. Like, we were getting to know the owner because it is a privately owned store. They've given us permission to come there and film. We just haven't done it yet. Jess, real quick, what's the name of the store again? Gamers Link. So there's a plug. But they were there, and they're selling a lot of cards and stuff like that. And I was going to buy some more Final Fantasy cards, and then I spotted them. There they were. They had card packs of the RWBY, Weiss, Schwartz cards. Yeah, Brittany even says I spent so much money. Well, I spent too much money on these cards because they were $12 a pack, and they were premium booster packs, so they only came with 3 cards in each pack. But as you all know, if you buy premium booster packs, you're guaranteed a foil in each one. But so yeah, I spent a little too much because I bought every pack they had, which they did. It's not like they had a huge selection of them. They only had like maybe 6 packs, maybe. But I'm going to show you guys the cards that I got. And like, my camera is so far away from me now that this may be a little awkward, but I need to get a second camera so I could do like a top down for you guys again whenever I do cards, even though I've not done cards in a long time. But so let's see how this is going to work. Okay, so we got a Crow card. We got Sun. We got Ilya, who looks a little off because of the green screen. We got Salem. We've got Emerald and Mercury. We've got another Ilya card. We've got Jean. We've got Raven. We've got Oscar. Here we start getting into the foils. We've got Young Ren. We've got Ironwood, or as many of you all call him, Iron Daddy. Brittany also thinks of him as Iron Daddy. Then we got Cinder. And then foil Cinder. We got another Crow. And foil Crow. Then we've got Jacques and Whitley. And then foil Jacques and Whitley. And that's all. Then I have one more. And boy, when I saw this one, I was hoping it was something big. Boom. Blake. It is called a Blake Determined. Full art card. It's got some writing on it as well. And I already looked this card up on TCG Player. Over $300. I made my money back and then some pulling this card. But I don't know what I want to do with it. I don't know if, I know someone on Twitter already said get it graded, but I'm like, I don't know. What do I do? Do I grade it? Do I wait till a con where Aaron can sign it and then have it graded? I don't know. But he said that he would bring more tomorrow, so I might spend too much, but I might open some more of those tomorrow. Now the last thing I have that I picked up today is something I usually don't buy. I usually do not buy Pokemon figures and stuff like that. But I'll admit, when I was walking through the dealer's room, it was like, I don't know, like it seemed like there was more dealers there last year. Or maybe it was just all different dealers that I'm not used to. Because usually, whether it's up in Ohio or here in Tennessee, it seems like the same vendors, it's usually the same amount of vendors. So maybe they're letting newer vendors come in or something like that. Because it definitely seemed like it was going, like it seemed like there was vendors there that I've seen before and then some new ones that I've never seen before. So maybe it was something like that. But I don't know. I saw this and I was just like, that's really cool. And I didn't realize on the side of the box there's other figures that can go with this set. And I'm like, I didn't even look to see if the others were there. So I'm going to look at that tomorrow. But I picked this up. It is Pokemon Scale World, and it pretty much comes with all the figures that you see on the screen. And of course, it's the female trainer from Scarlet and Violet, so I had to get it because, you know, me and female protagonists. But apparently it comes with the 3 starters. Now, for some reason, you don't get the 3rd evolution of this one. Though apparently, according to this picture, they do make it. It's right there at the bottom here. Right here. They do make it. So, I don't know. I didn't look to see if any of these other figures were there. But I don't know. I just saw it and I thought it was cool. Should I show the other thing, Jess? The figure. Okay, so as most nerdy guys, I do like attractive characters. Even if it's an anime that I don't exactly watch. I don't remember her name. She is from the Overlord series, and I don't know. I like how she looked. So yeah, it's her. I don't remember her name. But she is from Overlord, and I was like, I don't have a whole lot of sexy figures, so why not? Why not? So that is what I picked up. Oh, Albedo. That's her name. But but yeah, those are what I got on day 1. There were some things I saw, of course, that I thought about, but I'm like, it's day 1. Don't try and buy it. That is one thing that I used to do when I very first started going to conventions that I've tried to stop, and that is trying to buy everything you want on day 1. Because, of course, you're walking through the dealer's room, you see something you have mild interest in, and it's like, oh man, I really, really, really want that. But then you think about it, and you're like, I don't really need it. I could probably find it somewhere else cheaper, anything like that. Now, will I buy more RWBY cards tomorrow? At $12 a piece, I'm sorry, that's that's pretty expensive. Especially if they have the other figures that go with this, then I might just get that instead. And that was one thing that I was disappointed with. There was not a whole lot of RWBY stuff. Like, of course, Rooster Teeth is gone, but I was at least hoping for maybe someone to have the Ice Queendom pop-up parade figures. I want those really bad. I only have RWBY. RWBY is the only one I have from Ice Queendom. I still need RWBY and Weiss from the original pop-up parade figures. But no one has them. Like, it's it kind of worries me until Viz starts releasing merch. Like, what's gonna happen with general RWBY merch. Now, the oh, Jess, those cards. The yes, I need those. I almost forgot about those. While Jess looks for those, the vendor that we got these from, we had bought from them before. They were the vendor that we got the Emerald and Cinder figures from like the old Rooster Teeth collection that came out. They had them again, but the only ones they had that we hadn't already bought was Jean, Ren, and Mercury. And I don't like. I love RWBY. Don't get me wrong, but I don't really want those characters. If they had Team RWBY, I definitely would have made an offer. But it's like some stuff. Like, it's really, even now, it seems like RWBY merch is getting hard to find, and then when you can find it, it's expensive. But now these things that me and Jess got, they were not very expensive. They were $5 a piece, I think, and they were doing a deal of buying 5 and getting. Well, they were 7 a piece, but they also had a deal if you bought 5 of them, you got them for $20. So Jess got a few Genshin Impact ones, and then she got these 2, and one's for her, one's for me, and it is the Huntress license for Blake and Yang. And of course, on Yang's, the green screen wants to go crazy because it do that for Blake as well. It does it for Blake as well. But yes, the Atlas Hunter's license for Blake and Yang. I was like, we can't pass these up. We have got to get these. I actually need to post these on Twitter as well. But I was excited to see these because, like, this is like, you would have thought Rooster Teeth would have came out with these themselves. But yeah, that was that was a nice little find. But yeah, that is pretty much day one in a nutshell, pretty much. Look on my Twitter. I will post pictures of the RWBY Rose car, and me and Jess stood in front of it in our cosplays. I'll send that out as well. But I think this is going to be a short stream tonight because I don't really have anything else to talk about for 30 minutes. But I really hope you guys are having a good night. I hope you guys sleep well and are doing well and all that. But like I said, I'm going to end that here tonight. If I have the energy, I'll do a day 2 tomorrow night once we get home. Keep in mind, it might be a little late. If we don't get home until after midnight, then I'll just do 2 and 3, days 2 and 3 in one stream Sunday night. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Hopefully there's more RWBY stuff there, and I just didn't see it because, like I said, I had a lightsaber in one hand, my other hand was gloved, and I had my Bumblebee Eda bag, and I had other bags. I had my wig that was covering some of my vision because of the bangs, because Yang has got crazy hair no matter what. And so maybe I can look a little bit better tomorrow. But But yeah, that's going to be it for me tonight, guys. And as always, me and Jess love you all very, very much. Please stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you either tomorrow night or Sunday night.